I think this entire conflict with Gaza is going to backfire on
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah, I
And
think so too.
it's tragic, of course, for the
Hmm.
Gazans, but I think it's really going to turn out to
Yep.
be really tragic for Israel. I am in reading American Jewish voices who are saying, look, things like this war has either changed the Israelis, who now have become so eager for revenge and violence, or it has unmasked us, but we don't know who we are anymore. This is not the Israel that we recognize. And so not only do you have an internal sort of profound questions that may ultimately be asked, if there are 200,000 dead people inside of Gaza,
Right.
and Israel itself does not have a moral awakening, then you have to expect something is deeply wrong inside of this country. But American Jews are really wondering if their support, if Zionism in the form you see it in Israel really represents Judaism, they're asking hard questions about that. You see protests on university campuses all over the world, and you see nations of the world now standing up and saying this is genocide. In other words, Israel is paying a steep price for what they are doing, and I'm not sure they realize how high that price is going to be ultimately. And I think it's going to be tragic in the long run for Israel. So no longer are we operating with conscience. We are actually operating inside of the Christian church with a kind of misplaced zeal that in some manner God wants these atrocities to go forward. So I guess my concern is that the American evangelical church has become immune to violence, has become sort of incapable of feeling anything when they see the slaughter of all of these people. And if that's the case, if that's what happens, the consequences for the American church will be severe. In other words, a whole generation of young people especially are going to rise up in America, and they're going to look at how the American church was silent during this kind of atrocity, and they're going to ask why. The same thing happened in Europe during World War II. The church was silent when they should have spoken against sort of the Nazi invasions. And so therefore, the German church lost its credibility. This is a moment. We are at a turning point in American evangelicalism. And we have decided that our passion for the fulfillment of prophecy is more dramatic and exciting than the horror of a 2,000-pound bomb hitting a building filled with families.
بیشتر بدانیم